How are you guys doing? I am having a Job kind of day. There's a book in the Bible called Job, and the book is essentially that everything that could possibly go wrong in his life goes wrong. And most of the book is him crying out to God and asking God why, and then having friends come, and instead of encouraging him, they just tell him that he must have done bad things and therefore he's being punished, and so on and so forth. And in the end, God shows up in the last couple of chapters to ask Job hard questions like, were you there when I laid the foundations of the earth? Were you there when I created the animals? Were you there when I created the moon and the stars and the sun? And of course, he wasn't. And Job asked God to forgive him for being angry and uttering things that he did not know. He ends up with a whole new family, and all of his possessions are restored like to double the amount that they were before. And the point of the story is that in all of the tragedy, Job never stopped trusting that God was in control and had a plan. I finished all of the online work for my job, which they have promised to pay me 15 hours for, and I hope that's still true. And then my recruiter called me and told me that my contract was canceled. And I'm not gonna lie, I cried for maybe 3 minutes because, I mean, it's a blow to the system. But to be perfectly honest with you, I'm really surprised anybody was giving OR nurses jobs right now anyway, because they're canceling elective surgeries. And if you're canceling elective surgeries, you don't need the same number of staff that you typically would need to run a full OR. There's just nobody's running a full OR right now. And as the days go by, more and more and more and more ORs are canceling elective surgeries. So I'm really hoping they'll pay me for the hours that I did work from home, and I'm really hoping that my company will pay me the travel stipend that they promised to pay me, because I drove over 2,000 miles to get here. So I'm waiting to hear about that. I can file for unemployment in Arizona. I'm gonna do that, and in fact, I was sitting down to do that. And as I was sitting down to do that, to file unemployment, I glanced up from where I was sitting and saw what I'm about to show you. You can hear how windy it is in the background, right? That mangled mess in front of you is my awning. That is right. That is what is left of my awning. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, why not? Why not? Lose a job and some of my possessions all in one day. Why not? Like, why not? And now I'm just like, okay, I clearly need to pick a better spot. That was staked into the ground. And I swear the only reason I haven't lost like the table that's behind me is because I have 3 gallons of water sitting on it. But everything is literally blowing away in the wind. And I have been questioning my choice of sites for a couple of days, because every afternoon it gets rather windy here. Well, today it was extra windy. So Now I will spend the rest of the day cleaning up this mess and figuring out where I can move to in this little site. I mean, I basically don't know what I'm gonna do. My recruiter is submitting my name to a couple of new places, but I'm not holding my breath to hear from anybody right now. It's just not a market for operating room nurses. And I never in a million years thought that I would ever not have a job as a nurse. It's just crazy train. It's just crazy train. So stay tuned. How are you guys? How are you all doing? Here's what I'm thankful for. I am not sick. Nobody in my family is sick. And that's gold. That is gold. And we're gonna get through this. I just wish I knew what the end date of this would be. But I know I will go back to work. It's just a matter of time. And I'm okay financially. And the most important thing is that we stay healthy. And that we remember to reach out to each other. So I say it again. If you guys want to talk, if you need someone to talk to, hit me up, text me, 484-554-4667. All right, stay tuned. I'll keep you posted.